The case in the short period of time that we have, that if the middle class of this country is going to survive, if we're going to deal with income and wealth inequality, we need some very profound changes to the way we do business in this country.
You harped on substance from the beginning about what you wanted this debate to be about. There was a lot of substance in it, I think, by all accounts. But the line of the night probably came from you and what people are calling a gift to Hillary Clinton. Enough with your damn email. What motivated that?
Well, what motivated that is that I think the American people want substantive discussions on substantive issues. Look, the middle class of this country is disappearing. We have 27 million people living in poverty. We have a campaign finance system which is corrupt. The rich are getting richer, everybody else is getting poorer. Those are the issues that the American people want discussed. There is a process in place for the email situation that Hillary Clinton is dealing with. Let it play itself out. But as a nation, let us start focusing on why it is that so few have so much and so many have so little.
Others would have chosen to play to advantage. You did not because?
Yes, I think it was the right thing to do. I think the American people want substantive debate on the real issues that are affecting their families.
Do you think you overcame questions that people have as to the how with some of your plans and to the what when it comes to how you describe yourself politically, Democrat, socialist?
Absolutely. I mean, I hope I did. I can say that I did. We are paying for every public policy idea that we brought forth. I think overwhelmingly the American people do believe that we have to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure and create millions of jobs doing that, and that we pay for that by doing away with outrageous tax breaks that corporate America is getting. The American people do understand that we have got to treat public colleges and universities tuition-free so that all of our young people have the opportunity to go to college regardless of their income. People are disgusted. I can't tell you, Chris, whether they're Republicans, Democrats, moderates, progressives, people are disgusted with a campaign finance system that allows billionaires to buy elections.
What do you tell people to convince them that you can create the kind of large-scale, sweeping change that you're asking for? Nobody's asking to do as much as you are. What do you tell them about how you can get it done?
What I can tell them is that tonight there are probably 100,000 people at house parties as part of the Bernie Sanders campaign. We have brought out some of the largest crowds that people have seen in many, many years, that there is a level of energy and enthusiasm in our campaign that we're not seeing elsewhere. People are ready for a political revolution. They're ready to transform America, and that's what our campaign is about.
Well, this is going to be a tough question for you, but the word is that the crowds are actually coming out to see Jane. Are you okay with that? She's here now. There was a lot of time where it started on you, the camera, then went to Jane. Are you comfortable with that? But more importantly, I'd rather hear from Jane. How do you feel your man did tonight?
I think he did great. He speaks the truth. He comes from principle. He knows what he believes, and he just put it out there.
I grew up in situations watching a wife worry about what the husband would do to help and hurt his situation on stage in situations like this. How did you feel before? How do you feel now?
I felt nervous before. And surprised at how quickly it went tonight. I turned to my son and said, wait, it's closing arguments already? So it was great.
Did it go quickly for you, Senator? What was the experience like? This was probably the biggest night so far in the campaign for you and everybody up there.
It did go very quickly, and I think the point needs to be made is that while there are differences of opinion up here, this was a serious, substantive debate on the major crises facing our country, unlike the Republican debate, which was name-calling and, it seemed like a food fight rather than a substantive debate.
Biggest thing that got left on the table tonight that you still want to address with the American people?
Income and wealth inequality. I don't think we spent enough time on that. To my mind, this is the great moral issue. It's the great economic issue. It's the great political issue. We should not be living in a country, Chris, where the top 1/10 of 1% owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. That is just not right.
Senator Sanders, thank you very much. I know it was a long night. Always good to speak to you. Congratulations to you. One down, many to go. All right, Wolf, back to you. Senator Sanders said he wanted it to be about policy. All of them did, but you know how these debates go, Wolf. You never know what's going to happen once it starts to fly around among them about who's better than whom. But seemed to be substantive. To see him backstage right before the closing, his eyes were shut. He was deep in thought. He was right by his friend Jim Webb, but they weren't talking. Those are the moments that really wind up defining how you're going to perform in a debate. And the senator seems like he feels he did well tonight.
Because he
Yeah,
did.
I'm sure he does. All right, Chris, stand by. I want to get some more impressions of what happened tonight here in Las Vegas. David Axelrod, senior political commentator for CNN, former Obama advisor. Some are already suggesting, David, this may have been Hillary Clinton's best debate. You organized a lot of help for Barack Obama 2007, 2008 against Hillary Clinton. How did she do?
I think she did very, very well. I said before the debate that if presidential elections were decathlons, this is her event. I think she showed why tonight. She was poised, she was passionate, and I think she was in command.
Got to spend all their time pumping Hillary.